Are you about to start a new project? You've got the scope statement and a little background from the sponsor. You are eager to start planning because you know timing is always challenging and it's better to begin activities as soon as you can. And let's be honest, planning is the most enjoyable phase of project management. But wait a moment! Don't forget the project manager's motto: go slow to go fast. Go slow when you prepare, so you will go fast during the race. Before committing body and soul to the new adventure, it's better to take a breath and answer a few key questions. With a small time investment, you will gain a much better understanding of the project, and as a bonus, you will have gathered most of the information for writing the project charter. To lead you through the questions, I will use my answers to the project of a new company website. Ready? Let's start with the first of 14 questions. Yeah, 14. But they are all important and will save you a lot of time later. Number 1. Why do you want to invest time and energy in this project? You'd better find a convincing answer to this question, because this is what motivates you and your team. In fact, during the life of the project, there will be difficult moments and you will need a strong motivation to not quit. Why does my company want to build a new website? Well, the key reason is to show a more professional image to existing clients and also to new prospects with whom I get in touch. A professional image is also a must to attract brilliant colleagues. 2. How did the idea of the project come about? This question is about the context and background that gave birth to the project. The information helps assessing the feasibility of the project. In my case, it all started when my best client told me that when he went to his boss to get the money for our new project, he avoided showing my website because he thought it didn't look professional like those of my competitors. 3. What will change if the project is successful? Here, you're trying to identify the key benefits that project deliverables will produce when ready. I believe that my new website will make life easier with stakeholders that I don't know personally, for example, human resource or purchasing department. 4. What would be the consequences if the project fails? Okay, if you are older than 8, you have already realized that sometimes things don't go as planned. In short, without a refreshed website, I'm going to lose future business opportunities. 5. What are the alternatives to carrying out this project? Let's go back to the benefits that you would like to realize. Which other paths lead to the same destination? The goal of the website is communicating a more professional image. And because I'm talking about a small organization, a well-designed company profile on LinkedIn could probably serve the same scope. 6. What are the objectives of the project? Here you define a set of indicators to decide if, when finished, the project has been successful. Objectives should be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, time-bound. Not easy when we are talking about communicating a professional image. In my case, I just opted for obtaining positive feedbacks from our key stakeholders. I prepare a questionnaire and define the acceptable scores. More or less, it is the approach used in written university exams. 7. What are the constraints that the project must respect? This question is about money, time and quality. And because mine is a small company, we can only invest a small budget in a short time while aiming for a decent quality. 8. What are the main obstacles to overcome? Obstacles can be technical, for example, a non-compatible software, or people-related. In my personal experience, I can't remember a single project which failed for technical reasons. All my project's nightmares came from the humans. In the case of my website, it is more about overcoming lack of cooperation from skeptical team members. Why are we wasting time and money on fluffy marketing stuff? 9. What skills are needed to carry out the project? This translates in finding the professionals who will make your team. For the new website, I need a copywriter, a graphical designer, a web developer, and an organizational consultant to facilitate the gathering of information from my associates. 10. What other projects are affected by this initiative? No project lives in isolation. All we in the system move together. One of the first things I realized is that the company logo is in need of a refresh. The project also impacts on business cards and the content of our marketing brochures. 11. Who benefits from the success of the project? We are finally entering into stakeholders' domain. These are the people who will gain from the project. Clients are the reason I initiated the project, so they can get a clear view of what we do. The suppliers are also going to know my company better and hopefully be proud of working for us. A clear picture could also help our indirect stakeholders understand what we do. But the biggest surprise was that the people who could get more benefits were me and my associates, because the project became a great opportunity to clarify our values. 12. Who could put a spoke in the wheel? Stakeholders again, but this time you look for the people who could be damaged by the success of your project. My company works with complex organizations where we have sponsors but also stakeholders who try to stop us. For example, the business manager wants to work with my company, but his HR department sponsors a different supplier. The content and quality of the website should be reassuring for these stakeholders too. 13. Who can help you overcome difficulties? These are stakeholders who benefit from the project, and I have to acknowledge that the client who gave me the first input was also very supportive during the project by supplying most needed feedback. Lastly, question 14. Are you still convinced it is a good idea to start this project? Wouldn't it be better to invest your resources in a different initiative with better prospects? Do I really need to invest my business time, my associates' time, plus the cost of materials, facilities and suppliers on the new website project? Yes, I approve the project. What if the last answer is not affirmative? Congratulations! You have just avoided wasting a lot of time and money, yours and of all the other people involved in the project. The point is that the foundation for the success of a project is laid when you start it, and that your most important decision is to choose the right project. And this is one of the most well-kept secrets of great project managers. Only manage projects that you already know are going to be successful.